Hello everyone, this is P Bro Games and I'd like to welcome you to my VR headset, as today we will be doing a time trial of 7 laps in the 96 McLaren F1 GTR. As I managed to get control before the first lap actually starts. Now, I'd like to say that first off, this car handles marvelously, and I just am totally in love of how the driver's seat is actually in the center of the car. And also, looking down, I did notice that the shifter is a sequential shifter. I did 5 laps earlier in my VR headset, and I wasn't in love with the quality of the footage. I believe I had my seat back too far, and the camera view was everywhere. So I decided to start over, and also during these laps I would like to beat that time that I set of a 201.3, I believe. So I'd love to do that. This car just handles marvelously. It just does. I love the way it feels. I'm using a Thrustmaster T150 Pro force feedback wheel. The Pro is just that the set came with a set of T3PA pedals, and today I just installed the conical brake mod, and I am just floored by how I have it. I installed it earlier. I didn't like it. I had it installed wrong, so I decided to give it another try, and I'm just in love with it because now I'm able to brake a lot later in my turns. So it's just wonderful. With that first lap, my main goal with that first lap was just to set a decent time so I can have a ghost, and I can compete with that ghost. Yeah, to fix the view with the PSVR, I actually just had to move my seat up, my entire rig up just a little bit to the camera, so my view is actually more steady. It didn't seem like that when I was actually racing, but during the recording I could see that my headset was everywhere. So I guess the camera was struggling to pick up my headset. Now also, I did notice that when I was going through the time trial the first time, I had a little HUD down by my shifter, which told me my lap time, the speed, and the gears that I had. So for whatever reason, it's not there this time, which is fine, as I'm just using the dash in the car. I don't know if you can see it, but there is a red line in the dash above the speedometer, and I use that as my indicator to shift up. And the speed is actually in kilometers per hour, as I usually try to convert it. 100 kilometers per hour is generally about 60 miles per hour. So, you know, sometimes I'll approach 260 kilometers, which is roughly about 150 miles per hour. As myself and this ghost is battling. As I can see, that yellow indicator light also tells me when I hit that red line to go ahead and shift up. It's a little late on the brakes, but was able to save it there. I think without that brake mod, I would have lost that. This is lap 3 here. It's a fairly good lap there. As I set the new time for a new dose. Brake late there. The ghost was able to jump ahead. And the goal for this time trial is to beat the time of 2:01 that I set the first time that I used the VR headset with this car. It's also to set a time with a fairly clean lap. So with that being said, with that mistake on turn 1, I know I'll be doing another lap. As the ghost had made some mistake, I wasn't able to capitalize. The ghost is actually pulling away. I think I remember I made that mistake there. So if I have another lap, if I'm able to not make that mistake on turn 1 again, and continue to have the rest of this lap the way it is, my lap time should be fairly decent. I know a lot of the fastest drivers in the game, they tend to have maybe about 156 around this track in the Group 3 cars. Knew I had made that mistake the last time, so let's try to have a clean lap as we go through turn 2 nicely. Let's just try to have a clean lap and beat that time. Good around turn 5. Tight around turn 6. Turn 7 nicely. Kind of slowed down here on 8 and 9. Other than that, smoothly. Good around turn 10. Should be ahead of the Ghost. That's what I'm thinking when I was driving this. But I didn't pay attention to that mirror there, and the Ghost passed me. And I was just totally floored, and me not taking those turns aggressively cost me that lap in which that Ghost had made that terrible mistake. So I had made up my mind that I was do this aggressively, and I messed up in turn 1, so I know this isn't going to be my last lap. I'm going to make another one, but I'm gonna still try and beat this Ghost, because I know this Ghost makes another mistake. Pass me again if I'm not as aggressive as I should be around these turns. That's probably the best way to take that turn there. And notice when I take that turn aggressively, you can hear on the throttle that I just ease up and don't brake. I might have took this turn a little too aggressive. So I'm up here in the sand. And a big old crash on lap 6, right before the straight. Glad this isn't a real car. You know, I probably wouldn't have tried to be so aggressive. When this actually happened, I told myself to go ahead, be easy, know the lap, and let's just have a nice clean lap. Let's come here and get up a good speed before the lap. Ghost. It's late on turn 1, we know that. Don't see the Ghost. Good, not to use the brake there on turn 6, just ease up off the throttle. I do see the Ghost lurking there. I do know he didn't make that turn as good, and I do know that the Ghost was slow through this S turn. On this lap here, I could have even did that a little bit better. I do like that line there. It's not hit the sand this time. way ahead of the Ghost now. That should be the final lap, a fairly clean lap, but we beat this Ghost. As we come around the final turn, and we'll see what our lap time actually is. Again, the 96 McLaren F1 GTR, great car. We did beat our time, 2 minutes, 0.393, about 15 minutes. And as we do see our other time, 2:01.102 with the McLaren GTR. And I'll leave you here with the replay, as this is just a beautiful replay. And again, I'm P-Bro Games. If you like the content of this video, please like, comment, and subscribe, as I am new to YouTube. It's just amazing to see me gather my control there. But I'm new to YouTube, and I will be doing other games besides GT Sport. Right now on GT Sport, on this channel, I've actually been transitioning from a controller to the wheel, and I've been using GT Sport to do that by utilizing the GT Sport driving school and mission challenges. The goal with the driving school and mission challenges is to get all golds. If I can get all golds, I should be a fairly decent driver with the wheel. When I first got the wheel and I was competing, I noticed that my times were not as fast as I was with the controller. As I did go through the mission challenges and driving school with the controller, got all golds, and I felt I was fairly competent with the controller. But I did want to transition to the wheel, as I noticed that my tire wear and some of the mission challenges and on sport mode wasn't as good as I believe as the wheel was. And I can confirm that the tire wear with the wheel is actually a lot better than with the controller. Also on this channel, like I said, I will be doing more than just GT Sport. I'll be doing Drive Club VR, as I would like to encourage other people to try that game and to use my experience through the World Tour to encourage people to just give it a try. I think it's a good game. Some YouTubers who aren't really driving enthusiasts tried it out because it was a VR game and didn't understand certain things and gave it a bad review, when it's actually a very fun type of sim-cady type game. So if you can call this game a sim, it's not a hardcore sim, but if you call this game a sim, that game is more of has a sim/arcade type feel. It's not an arcadey type game as we would say like a Ridge Racer would be, but it's kind of in between. I would say if you could mix this game and Ridge Racer, something sort of like that, but in VR. I also will do some games with Forza Motorsport on my Xbox One. Also, I would like to go back and recap all the other great Forza Horizon series. I want to start by going back and doing one and work myself back up, as a lot of people are doing Forza Horizon 4 right now. If you're new to the Forza Horizon series, and you have an Xbox One, go ahead and check out Forza Horizon, the first one. It's a great game. And even Forza Horizon 2, to me, it's the one I had most fun with, which was my favorite. And even the Fast and the Furious Forza Horizon 2. I would also be going back and doing games on my Xbox 360, PS3. I have some racing games on the Nintendo Switch, and I would also like to maybe do a game from the NES. I was a big fan of Michael Andretti's World GP when I was a child, which is a racing game that had manual shift. It utilized fuel and tire consumption. A real strategic type game that I had a lot of fun with when I was a child. And I would also like to do some shooter games, not first person shooter, but top down shooters, side scrolling shooters. And I would like to do that on this channel because I tend to notice that people who are fans of racing games, sim games, arcade type racing games, also seem to like shooters also. And if you haven't tried it out, you can use my channel to see if you would like it or not. I'm going to put it up here. Again, as I look through this replay, and it's just beautiful. This car is just stunning. Back in '96, I was a teenager involved in many sports, and I really didn't get a chance to see this car live, so to experience it now on this game, this is just amazing. That's that wide turn on lap 4. I think this was the good time that we set that I couldn't beat on lap 5 or 6. As I'm able to look here on the replay at the times, and I'm able to see that each lap my time is actually getting better, which is good for time trial, because obviously I didn't do that in lap 6, and it'll be interesting to see how that crash actually looked. That sector there was to 0.2 of a second slower. At a time of 2:02. And this is the lap in which I thought I did everything well. It wasn't aggressive enough going into the turns. proud of myself going through these turns here. Real tight through there as I hit those apexes, and I did manage. Actually almost more than half a second up, which I don't know if that would have me beat that time the first go around. But right here I was incredibly slow because I was 0.6 seconds ahead, and somehow going through that last sector I lost all of it. Late on turn one again. That point right there, I made up my mind that wasn't going to be my last lap. That was bad. A little wide in that turn there. Caught some of the sand, lost control, and into the wall on the other side of the track. The car was stalling on me as I tried to get it started. Yeah, that's a man coming through with a bruised ego there. Mm, 20 plus seconds in that last sector. Wow. Nice turn, could have did turns 2 and 3 better, but that might be the type of way to attack those turns with those lines, to be aggressive. Those might be the correct lines. Up 0.9 seconds already. 0.9 seconds through the first sector. That would definitely put me ahead of that first time. Second 2 up a whole second, so I made more time up. 3 seconds. So that will put me at 201. Now this is a lap I know I can duplicate on a regular basis, and I can probably get better than that. Thanks again. Please like, comment, and subscribe. Again, if you enjoyed this content, please continue to check me out. Thank you. P Bro Games, I'm out.